Hi guys, and welcome to Visual C++ tutorial of school management system. So let me show you guys how this works. We can exit if we want. We don't want to exit, we can reset the old information and enter new student details in here. Okay, that's new student details. So we have that very alright. So now let's enter the student name, and the name is John. The other name, John Rocky. Address of Mr. Rocky, number 13, Wallet Avenue. Mail. Date of birth. This is 2000. Mobile number. And email. Let's see. Rocky@gmail. Guidance. Mom. And that is Grace. Grace Rocky. There we go. An address of Miss Rocky. Paste that in there. Mobile number, almost the same. There we go. Paste that there. And email address. Call that G Rocky. There we go. And the course is on some computer science and so on, guys. All you then need to do is to add the details of John Rocky. When you click on this, we should be able to see all of his details here. So let's go back and click on it. There we go, successful. There. Now let's come back in here. That's John Rocky's details. And the other thing is John Rocky's details is officially added straight onto the database. Look at the database. There's nothing of Rocky on the database. So let's click on refresh. There we go. There we go. That's Rocky's details now. We can minimize that and go come back in here. And see you guys with the full tutorial. Hi guys, and welcome to Visual C++ tutorial of a school management system with MySQL Database. I'm going to start by clicking on Create New. Okay, once the dialog box is ready, you now want to select clrmtproject.net. If you don't have that here, all you need to do is to make sure you select Visual or C++ in here. Okay, and you then look for the clrmt project. Okay, so I'm going to click on Next. Make sure it is selected. So let's click on Next. Okay, I'm going to give my project a name. I'll just call that CPP. Let's say SM8. Okay, that stands for School Management System. So I'm going to click on Create. Okay, now that the development environment is ready, I will now click on the Solution Explorer there. Just open that up. There, you see right here, that's the properties. Click on the properties. And there this dialog box pops up. You see here where we have configuration management or configuration manager. Click on the configuration manager and let's change this Win32 platform to 64-bit. Let's drop that down and select 64-bit. And where we have active solution platform, I'm going to change that to 64-bit as well. There, and make sure you have the debug on, and let's click on close. There we go. Now back to this dialog here, configuration. Right here where we have the link, drop the link down and let's select system. Inside the system, we now want to select subsystem. Drop that down and let's select Windows subsystem Windows. There we go. Now back to the linker again. We now want to select advanced. Once you select the advanced, you see right here where we have enter point or entry point. I'm going to change that to main. Done. Click on apply and then click on OK. That's done. So let's come back into this Solution Explorer. You see where you have the name of your project. Right click on it and let's select Add. And inside the Add dialog, we want to select the new item. There we go. Once that is selected, we now want to select UI, or you can select CLR. Once CLR or UI is selected, select the window forms. That's the default name. You can always keep this default name, the choice is yours. So I'm going to click or keep this default name and click on Add. Once that is clicked on, we should be able to see the name here, myform.h. Click on that. Now that's building up. And that is it. We automatically end up with an error. So I'm going to go straight into my Solution Explorer again. That is myform.h. Double click on myform.h to open up the code area. There we go. So that's myform.h. So I'm going to take you guys straight to a forum. Right in there, the following lines of codes are made available for you guys. Okay, and I will also include the URL of this forum onto my description area. So just let's copy these lines of codes here. Copy that, and I'm going to paste that same lines of code right underneath here. There we go. Now you will have an error here. So asking us the name for my project. The name of my project is CPP SMS. So CPP SMS, that is it right there. Once I click on that to select my project name, this error should be gone, and that's it. So I'm going to save that. So that means my system is now ready. However, if I run it, you guys will see the form, but on the Solution Explorer, the form is not there. Okay, so let's run it. Let's see how the form will look like at runtime. Right there, guys, that is the form. Okay, but we won't be able to do anything with this form yet. So I'm going to close it, close the form, and let's go straight into the Solution Explorer here. As you can see, the form is not there. So the only way we can see this form is to close everything and reopen the program again. It's like you're refreshing the whole program. So I'm going to close it and let's start it all over. There we go. So that is the program right there. I'm going to click on that and let's go straight into the Solution Explorer. It's coming up. There. As you can see, those are the lines of code copied from the forum. So let's go into the Solution Explorer now, and right there, that is our form. It's now generated. Double click on that form. It's coming up. There, that's the form. So let's go straight into the properties of that very form. Now that you guys know how to create a form, I'm now going to change the size of that to 1388 by 788. There we go. Right. Before I go any further, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in here. So I'm going to click on here. You see where we have references. Let's right click on it, on the reference, and select Add Reference. There we go. Now, you see in here, I'm going to type in MySQL. There we go. That is it right there. Make sure it is checked. Okay, and you just then need to click on OK. There, that is it. Now, okay, if you come back to your references here and drop it down, you should be able to see your MySQL.data right there. Okay, let's go into the code view there, and I'm going to go right up here. You see up here, I'm now going to just enter as follows. Let's just copy that. Okay, I'm just going to paste the namespace in there, and let's link it up with MySQL. And we say data. There we go. Then column MySQL client. There. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to come right underneath here, and then in my public reference class. So I'm going to create a constructor underneath here. Let's say MySQL connection there, and that is, let's create my own local object in there. So I'm going to say equals new. No, that's garbage collector. That will be new space MySQL connection. Grab all of these and just paste it here. Enter parentheses and semicolon. Yeah, the very first one is taken care of. Okay, let's create another one for my command. I'm just gonna grab all of these and change it around. And this will be for command, and the connection will be MySQL command. Yeah, grab that. Alright, that's fine. Now for my data table, I'm going to say data table LDT, and that is going to be garbage collector new equals table there. Now let's take care of my adapter. So MySQL data adapter, and I'm just going to call that SQL DTA equals new garbage collector. And let's just grab this, paste that here. There we go. Now we need one more, the reader. Let's see the reader, MySQL reader. Data reader is called data reader. Yeah. And I'm just going to call that SQL RD. Enter semicolon. There we go. Okay, let's add the data set. So I'm going to enter data set, and that is, let's just call it DS equals new data set. So let's say data set there. All right. Okay, the next thing is I'm now going to let's create a string variable, and this very string variable, I'm going to call that SQL query. Yeah, that's fine. There. And right underneath, I'm going to create some other string variable that will address my server username and password. So let's say the server that is going to be equals, I'm going to call that local host. There, one down. The next one is going to be for the username, and the username is root. There we go. And password, let's go for password. I want to call that, my password, just make that 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, that's the password I regularly use anyway. Alright, and the name of the application, no, the name of the database itself, I'm going to have to create another database. Let's paste what I've just copied. Let's say database, and that is going to be equals. I think I've already created one. That shouldn't be a problem for you guys to create a database there. Right. And let me show you my database. So come in here, that is it right here. SMC or SMS database, that is it right here. So that is the table, and here are those are the columns. Okay, so let's see the table. I'm going to double click on the table. That's it. Okay, that's my database. So if you want to create that, all you need to do is to click on the schema right here, and you can just create yours. Just give it a name, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that is how you create your own database. So that's no big deal. It's easy to create. Previous tutorial, I have a lot of database in there that I've created. So let's continue with the development of this C++ anyway. Now, the next thing is, I think I'm going to have to develop my interface. Then we'll come back. Let's develop the interface first, because nothing has been done with the interface. This is it right here. It's empty. Come on. Right. So now I'm going to go straight into the tools here. Click on the tools, and now need I need tab control. Let's tab. Let's see where is that. There we go. That's it right there. Tab control, and I'll now take it right down. Something that much. That's fine. Okay, I'm now going to select my tab so that I can change the details of those. So let's look for the properties. Where's the property? There. So let's go into the tab right here. Click on the tab, and the very first tab, page 1, I'm going to change the text of that to school system. There. And the next one, I'm just going to change that to student details, something like that. That's fine. Alright, click on OK. So you see this background. Oh, where's my property again? This is the background. Let me change the background to cadet blue. Where's the background color? Right here. Instead of transparent, I'm just going to type in. No, I don't want that. I'm going to type in cadet blue in there. That's fine. Alright, let's add a panel. There we go. We have a panel in there, but this panel, I don't want it to be a cadet blue, so I'm going to change the color of that very panel. I'm going to change that to control. So let's type in control in there. There we go. Now just copy this control across. Hold on to your shift key or to the control key and just drag. There we go. And select the 3 and just bring it down as well, because I'm going to need, hold on to the control and just bring it down. Alright, I'm going to now add labels. Yeah, we got one. Bring it here, and text box. Okay, so I will need about 7 of those here, and I will also need control. No, I need ComboBox. Yeah, ComboBox right there. Label here, and select all of these, copy and bring it down. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other ones here. Bring this here, and I will then just speed up the whole process, guys. All I'm just doing is just adding tabs and text box. Okay, select this. No, this one. Bring it here. So I'm going to speed that up, guys, and get back to you shortly. And that's it. That is how the system is looking now, guys. Okay, I've just added ComboBox and labels and so on. So you should know how to design your own interface. Okay, there's one more that I need to add in here. So I'm going to click in here and here. I want to change that to, let's grab DataGridVeiw. There we go, DataGridVeiw. Just drag that and paste that in there. Right, that is fine. Now I'm going to take it down, right down. There we go, guys. That's my DataGridVeiw in place. Okay, all done. So let's go back in here. Now I'm going to just run it. Let's save it first though. Let's run and see how that's going to look like. Right there, guys, this is how it's all looking now. And I've also entered some value in here. That shouldn't be a problem for you guys to do. Okay, so I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.